So today's class, welcome to all of you. I'm so glad you're here. This is our second class on manipura chakra. And manipura means the seat of jewels, and it's the solar plexus. And I really want you to think about your relationship to power. And, I think I'm just thinking from a gender standpoint, and I was about to say something which I think would not have been fair. I was about to say with women, we can have a strained relationship with power because we are often told we need to be a certain way in order to be seen as attractive, as lovable, as acceptable, as belonging. But, as I said that, and what flashed through my mind was that men have a very loaded relationship with power as well, right? They're told that they must always be powerful. They must always be strong. And that can, leave them, I think, feeling very stressed. So there's just so much here. And one of the things from the Path to Radical Self-Mastery, which Anand shares, this is a class I've been taking. So I've been talking about my learnings a lot with you all, is he talks about how we have a perverted understanding of power. So very often power is seen as having domination over someone else. It's like a zero-sum game. If you're doing really well, I'm comparing myself to you, and that therefore maybe I'm not doing as well. Or if you're winning, I'm losing. And especially we talked a month or so ago about independent self-esteem versus dependent self-esteem. And dependent self-esteem is when we're constantly comparing ourselves to others. Okay. So I really want you to feel yourself rooting down into your independent sense of power. Okay. Because manipura chakra. And I also want you to start envisioning as if there's this huge umbilical cord coming in from the universe, plugging right in to the solar plexus. Right? Hello, Diane. Hello, Jaden. Hello, Allison. Cheeto, good to see you. Lovely. All right. And our mudra today is, shoot, y'all. I keep on pulling a blank on it. I've got it on my iPad. I'll pull it up. I'll tell you what it's called in a minute. This is how you do it. You're going to bring your middle fingers, the ring finger, excuse me. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me do this right, because now that I think about it, I think they might have said the middle finger. Well, let me look at it. Oh, I've got my audio on. Okay. So it's called matangi. Matangi is the mudra, and it is the middle finger. I was going to do the ring finger, so I'm glad I checked. Okay, so we bring our middle fingers together, and then we wrap all of the other fingers around each other. Okay, and you can even bring the fingers to touch here. So this is matangi mudra. All right, so we'll be taking this throughout our practice today as we turn up the heat. If you've just joined, I was counseling you to please take care of yourself because it's going to be a vigorous practice. So anytime when you need to take a water break or just chill out a little bit, please do so. I'm kind of off camera a little bit, aren't I? Oh, I think that's because of the fact I'm in landscape. Turn your camera to portrait so that you can see me better. Okay. I'm going to change the angle just a little bit. So we're taking a seat, and the first thing we're going to do is Bastrika. So take a seat on a block if you'd like, or just take easy pose, crisscross applesauce. Hands are on the knees. Or you can take matangi. Remember, the middle fingers come together, the other fingers wrap. And I want you to really think about when you bring the hands together, bring them right to the solar plexus and feel like the middle fingers are like your antenna. And you're channeling. Remember, we're channeling like we have this umbilical cord that we're drawing energy in from the universe. And we're standing in our true power. our sense of power, which is totally independent from others in our lives. It's about us rooting down into who we are. Now, Bastrika is a really cool pranayama, really cool breath. We're going to inhale. The eyes can be closed, rolled up and in. We're going to inhale, and then we're going to exhale in 7 portions pretty quickly. So as you're exhaling, you're not inhaling. It's not exhale, inhale. It's inhale, and then exhale, 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 exhale 7 times. Okay? So we inhale, and you can exhale through the mouth. And then we inhale. And really feel yourself connecting with manipura chakra as you do this. Okay, we're drawing energy in as we exhale, 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 exhale. And then inhale and draw energy in. And then exhale, 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 exhale. And we're pulling manipura chakra in. We're starting to enliven the core, okay? Because strengthening the core isn't about getting rock hard abs. It's not about our 6-pack. It's about us enlivening our core so that we can stand strong. Feet planted on the earth, standing strong in life, no matter what life throws at us, we're standing strong. That's what our strong core is about. So we inhale and then exhale, 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 7 times. Inhale. So really drawing the belly in, enlivening the core. This is Bastrika. Inhale, let's do one more. And feel yourself here. The base of the wrists snuggling into the belly. Shoulders are down the back. Breathing here. Drawing energy in as if, again, the middle finger is your antenna. Drawing energy from the universe into Manipura Chakra. Manipura Chakra is our engine. It's the storehouse of energy that fuels all the other chakras. The element is fire. Color is yellow. The seed sound is ram. So if you like to vocalize throughout practice, you can just ram and ram and ram and ram. Ram it out. Another breath. And release the hands. And coming onto the feet and come into your forward fold, Uttanasana. And the invitation here, this is all about your power, standing into your power, really starting to step into the light. Step into the light. What does that mean for you? And soften those knees and roll it up and come into standing. So standing here in your Tadasana, palms face forward, knees are soft. Chin down to the chest, and breathe here and feel yourself and ask yourself, when have I felt most powerful? And power in a way that's true power, where you just feel yourself plugged in energetically. Again, this isn't about domination over others. It's about you feeling really, really rooted and grounded, or brooded. Feeling yourself just be really, really, really plugged in to who you are, right? When did you feel most powerful? And what were you doing? Remember our appreciative inquiry practice? Inhale those arms out and up. Reach up. I've got a low ceiling today. And then exhale and dive down. So learning from that, learning from when you felt most powerful, starting to tease that apart. You know, was it that you were connected to something that felt deeply meaningful to you? Was it that, physically you felt so rested and so strong? What was it? Inhale, arch up halfway, flat back. And exhale, release. And let's step that right leg back. Hands frame the foot. Pouring energy down that leg. And then drop that knee down, low runner's lunge, and lift up. Anjaneyasana. Breathing here into the belly. And exhale, hands down. And bring that knee back. Hands reach forward, puppy dog stretch, Anahatasana. And then plug the hands into the mat, curl the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Tailbone lifts, head hangs heavy. Roll the head on the neck. Another breath. And then step that right foot forward. Hands frame the foot. And drop the knee down. Low runner's lunge. Whew. Allowing the hips just to release down. And then come up into your Anjaneyasana on this side. And keep thinking about your relationship with power. And from an affirmation standpoint, step the left foot back forward, coming into your forward fold. Start saying to yourself, I am strong. I am confident. Inhale those arms out and up, reach up. And hands to the heart space. I believe in myself. I allow myself to express my power, right? Because so often we are powerful, but we hide our lights under a barrel, right? Or a bushel, or however that phrase goes. Inhale, arch up halfway, flat back. Exhale, release. And step it back, down dog. Ground the hands out. Walk your dog out. And start, if you've gotten a little bit of wisdom or guidance or understanding of when you've been powerful in the past and where that came from, I invite you to start thinking about where do you want to be more powerful in the future? Coming forward into plank. Breathing here in your plank. Firing up the belly. And now we're going to go into Kapalabhati. Okay? So for those of you who might not be familiar with Kapalabhati, we're going to come down onto forearm plank. Curling the toes under. All right? And if you prefer to be in traditional plank, I gotcha. No worries. And we're going to do Kapalabhati. So with Kapalabhati, it's a forceful exhale. We draw the belly in, exhaling, and then we release and we inhale. So it's a, and you do it through the nose, mouth is closed. And keep going, but if you need a moment to drop the knees down or rest or relax, go ahead. We're fueling ourselves up. We're leaning into our power. And come on down. Whew. Elbows under shoulders, palms press. This is Sphinx. And with Sphinx pose, I always have a tendency to kind of do this. So if you're like me, really press into the elbows. Grow the spine long, grow the neck long, open the heart, traction the elbows back towards the waistline. Feel how that draws your heart forward, stretching out manipura chakra. Breathing here, breathing here, breathing here. Right. And then bring the hands onto the mat, forehead onto the backs of the hands, wag your tail. And allow yourself to melt down. Eyes roll up and in Sambhave Mudra, as if you're looking at the sixth chakra, looking back, stimulating the pineal gland, which is our command center. And saying to yourself again, I am powerful. I give myself permission to express my power. Seeing yourself in your mind's eye, confident and strong and happy and well. What are you doing? Where are you? What speaks to your heart? Another breath. And then, yes, we're going to do that again. Yay! So elbows under shoulders, palms forward. Arms are like 11s. Stranger Things, yay. I can't wait till Stranger Things comes out. Atlanta Girl, they're filmed. I put in as an extra for Stranger Things, but they haven't called me yet. Gosh darn it. So we're in plank pose. Remember, you can always take classic plank if forearm plank doesn't work for you. And again, breath of fire. So with breath of fire, if you have high blood pressure, if you've got glaucoma, if you're pregnant, breath of fire is not recommended. Otherwise, a powerful exhale, natural inhale through the nose. 10 more seconds. And come on down. You're like, Laura, count quicker. Count faster. Elbows under shoulders, palms pressed. Traction the elbows back. Open the heart, Sphinx. Oh, stretching out manipura chakra. You can take matangi, middle fingers are your antenna, wrapping all the other fingers around each other. Okay, matangi mudra. This is all about channeling our confidence. It channels energy. And again, feel with your hands pressing here as if this middle finger is an antenna or like a lightning rod. We're drawing energy from the universe into our hands and channeling it right into manipura chakra. Feeding ourselves, feeding this energy. Another breath. And then release those hands down. Forehead onto the back of the hands. Wag your tail. Breathe. Breathe. Right? So good. So breath of fire, plugging the hands into the mat, curl the toes, lift the hips, is tremendously energizing. Walk your feet out. And so much of our energy has to do with us oxygenating our blood. That's why it works. Head hangs heavy, tailbone rises up. And then let's float that right leg back and up. Roll the foot on the ankle. And step that foot forward. Coming into your Vera 1. Not keeping a very good eye on the comments today. Sorry about that. So arms reach up. You can take the matangi mudra again. With the arms up overhead. This is a beautiful way, right? We're really like, now it's really an antenna, isn't it? Above our heads, channeling that energy. And keep thinking, right? I am powerful. I am confident. I am strong. Breathing here in our Virabhadrasana 1. And now let's step off and take Vira 3 with our arms still in matangi. So the left leg reaches up. Arms go forward. Breathing here. Beautiful focused gaze. Stretching the arms forward, stretching the leg back. Another breath, and then bend that leg. Vira 1. And then let's take Archer. So with Archer, our thumb is up, our right arm is forward. Our left hand we bring back, okay? And then we're going to keep doing Breath of Fire. So it's a little bit of a bob, but don't have the knee go beyond the ankle because we want to take care of our ACL. It creates a really strong shearing force when the tibia presses against the ACL when the knee goes beyond the ankle. So take care and just and release. Straighten that leg. Glide into your triangle pose. Top arm can be up. Hand on the shin, legs are straight. Tuck the right hip underneath, and then you can take your bind. And again, keep seeing yourself powerful. And see if, as you're thinking about you stepping into your power, what is your general reaction? What is your general response? Is it, if it's negative, which, hopefully it's not, but if it is, what are you saying to yourself? Because remember, this is where the gold is. This kind of understanding. Float that leg, that arm up if you've taken your bind, and then come on into your Vira 2. Breathing here. If your reaction is, oh no, I couldn't do that. Well, why? Why? Because as you dig down, that's where you'll come to understand what's holding you back. Right? Another breath. And then hands come down either side of the foot. Oh, I couldn't do that. Well, why? Well, because I've always been told that to be lovable, I have to be sweet. I have to be accommodating. Knees come out wide, toes touch. Come back, take your Matangi mudra again. So the hands are overhead, the middle fingers touch. The middle fingers, the length of the middle fingers are alongside of each other. The other fingers wrap. And again, this is our antenna, our lightning rod of energy, and we're drawing energy in along the middle fingers, drawing it up into the arms, and it's cycling it down all the way into manipura chakra. Oh, I couldn't do that because, I've been told that that's not the way women behave. I couldn't do that because I tried to claim my power before and I was shamed. What is it? What is your backstory? Understanding that helps you unpack it so you can let it go. Another breath. And then release. Plug the hands in, curl the toes, lift the hips, down dog. And maybe, if like for the men who are with us, maybe you're told that you've always had to be powerful. That, and maybe as a result you have a resentment towards your relationship with power. Straightening that left leg back and up, reach it up, roll the foot on the ankles. Just dig in. What is your story? What is your experience around claiming your power? Step that left foot forward, coming into Vira 1. Take your time, set your feet, and lift up, taking Matangi again. Wrapping the fingers, middle fingers extend up like your antenna. Left leg is forward now. Shoulders down the back, and breathe. I am powerful. I am strong. I am confident. I give myself permission. to be powerful. Breathing here. Another breath. And then we step off onto the left foot. I was about to skip Vera 3, y'all. You know that sometimes I blank out. And lift into your Warrior 3. Breathing. Good focus gaze. It's okay if you wobble. It's okay if you fall over like that. Right? Another breath. And, is that part of what keeps you from being powerful? That you're worried about, okay, I'm going to step forward and I'm going to try to claim my power and I'm going to be shamed. I'm going to be told that, oh, that's not who you are. Is that part of what's, causing possible fear in you? Breathing here in your Vera 1. And then open it up, coming into Archer on this side. So our thumb is up. Our right hand is brought back, like we're holding like a bow. Okay? Legs are very similar to Vera 2 legs. And then we're going back into breath of fire. So remember, it's a little bit of a bob, but we're taking care of our knee. We're not extending our knee beyond our ankle. The mouth is closed. Powerful exhale. Really drawing in here to manipura chakra. This is about lighting up the core to strengthen ourselves, strengthen our resolve, strengthen who we are. And straighten the leg. And glide forward. And come on down into your Trikonasana. Left hip tucks underneath. Reach the arm up. And if you'd like, take your bind. Breathing. And then float that arm up overhead. And come on up into your Vera 2. Good focus gaze. I am strong. I am powerful. I give myself permission to be powerful. Hands either side of the foot. Come on down. Walk your feet out. Head hangs heavy. Tailbone rises up. And again, taking your child's pose. Knees out, toes touch, arms extend. Take your matangi. Middle fingers run alongside of each other. Bellies of the middle fingers together. The other fingers wrap. Forehead down onto the earth. And breathing here. Breathing here, welcoming, opening yourself up to your expression of true power. What does true power mean? And if you have like this kind of, like a caricature, like, oh, I have to be like, a Marvel character, Wonder Woman or Superman, or Wonder Woman and Superman aren't Marvel, are they? Cooper would be making fun of me right now, y'all. Plug the hands in. I think those are DC Comics. I live in Atlanta. I have to keep this straight. The land of Marvel. Walk your feet out. That might not be your power, and that's totally fine. It doesn't mean that you're not powerful. Power doesn't have to be about being, on stage or boisterous or, like in the limelight, in the spotlight. You know, it doesn't have to be that way, but it doesn't change the fact, breathing here in your down dog. Float that right leg back and up, stretch it up, and step it forward. So if you're like extremely introverted and you think that being powerful means being on stage, you could be like, no, that's not what this is. That's not what this is. Plugging into your power means plugging into who you truly are. And if that means that you're introverted, inhale, lift up into your warrior one. That's fine. It doesn't mean that you can't be powerful and be an introvert. Ground down into that right foot and let's bring the left knee up. Breathing here, really grounding down into that right leg. So if you have, you know, if that's part of your reaction of, oh, I can't be powerful because I'm an introvert, then I invite you to let that go, okay? Really grounding down on that right side, taking your peace fingers to the foot, arm reaches out to the side. And then if you'd like, you can extend that leg out. Breathing here in your strength. It's okay if you fall out of it, just come back in. Another breath. And then bring that knee in and step it back. Virabhadrasana 1. So power can mean so many different things. It's really about you rooting down into who you are. Okay? So if your initial reaction, straighten both legs, is that that's not me, then that means your power looks different than the stereotypical power. All right? So hips are squared, a little bit of a bend in that right knee, and come on down into your pyramid. So with pyramid pose, your hands can totally be on the hips, your hands can be on the thigh. We just want to be soft so that we're not putting pressure on the knee. Your hands can come down onto the mat as you fold down. Keep gliding the right hip back and the left hip forward. Breathing here. Again, thinking about your power. This is like effectively your power is when you say, I'm going to claim who I am. I'm going to claim myself. That's powerful. Another breath. And then bend that front leg and inhale up. Virabhadrasana 1. And then hands come down, either side of the foot. Step it back, down dog. Walk your dog out, tailbone rises up, head hangs heavy. And then float that left leg back and up, stretch it up, reach it up, and step it forward. I am powerful. I am strong. Float those arms up. You can take Matangi overhead. Beautiful stretch, open. Another breath. And then step off onto that left leg, bringing the knee into the chest, hugging the knee in. And then the leg comes out to the side. And this can be the expression of your pose. Your left arm reaches out to the left, right knee goes out to the right. If you'd like to extend, peace fingers around the big toe or a strap around the ball of the foot. Extend the leg out. Rooting down. Swaying is fine. You see me swaying. I'm swaying. Another breath. And then step it back. Virabhadrasana 1. And then straighten the legs. Set the feet. Feet are hip width apart. Long edges of the feet parallel to long edges of the mat. Square those hips. Soften the knee on the front knee, which is the left now. And come on down into your pyramid. Folding down. Breathing into the back of that leg. glad to see that you're here. I've been thinking about you. It feels like you haven't been with us all that much lately. Breathing here, folding over that leg. Another breath. And then float on up. 1. And then hands either side of the foot. Come on down. Walk your dog out. Head hangs heavy, tailbone rises up. And then come on down onto the knees. And sit back. Coming onto the back body, I'm going to turn. And if you have a block, grab your block. Coming onto the back and bring those legs up, squeezing the block. Arms are alongside the body. Check in with the neck. And then come on up, and you can do your little, this is a Pilates flutter. The hundreds, I think they call it, because I guess you're supposed to do 100 of them. I don't know if we'll do 100. We've already done a lot of core stuff. So just bringing those arms up and down and feel the core. One of the things that Anand says is that if we don't have a strong core, it literally means that our brains are foggy so much. And, and there's been a lot of studies about that, right? About how so much of our gut health is affects our mood. It's like the gut brain, right? They call that the enteric nervous system, the ENS. Another breath and release. And release the block. Feet on the floor. And just windshield wiper those knees back and forth. So we have to do my favorite energizing flow. So good. It's better than any Starbucks. And it's free. And it doesn't have any calories. So arms alongside the body, palms down. Lift the hips up. Put the hips onto the forearms. This is to protect the low back. And really lift the hips up and glue the low back onto the mat. Okay, chin is in towards the chest. Legs go up like we're a human L. And we're going to crisscross the legs back and forth while we do breath of fire. You're like, Lauren, breath of fire. Well, it's manipura, y'all. Anand has us doing a ton of it as well. So it's a, and remember, if you have high blood pressure, if you're pregnant, if you're on the first 2 days of your cycle, if you have glaucoma, breath of fire is not for you. And if you're like, what's breath of fire again? It's a powerful exhale. You draw the belly in, and then it's a passive inhale. And release. Oi, oi, oi. Right? I am powerful. I am. In fact, I can do this practice. I am powerful. I am confident. If you'd like, soles of the feet together, knees fall open. Supta Baddha Konasana, reclining cobbler. Breathing. Eyes can be closed, rolled up and in, and see yourself again. How would it feel so good for you to reclaim your power? What would you love to do that you've been holding yourself back because you're scared that you're not enough? Another breath. And then hips up, forearms back onto the hips, palms are down, legs again like we're a human L. And now we're going to run on the ceiling. I want to make sure I'm not kicking stuff. There we go. So every time we change our legs, we're doing a Kapalabhati breath. Chin is in towards the chest. Don't do a fish out of water impersonation. A few more. And release. Oi, oi, oi. Supta Baddha Konasana, or just plain old Shavasana legs. You can take your Matangi Mudra with your hands right here at Manipura Chakra, as if those middle fingers are your antenna, channeling energy from the universe right into your third chakra. Feeling the third chakra burning, burning bright. And remember, you can vocalize Ram. Ram is our Bija mantra, our seed sound. Ram. Another breath. And we'll do one last round, and we'll go back to the crisscross. So lift the hips up, hips on the forearms, legs up, and again that crisscross while you do Kapalabhati. And keep going until you feel like that's enough. All right, enough of that. Whew, right? I told you it'd be fiery. So glad I'm inside in the air conditioning. And just really breathe here. Breathe. The sun in the belly, color is yellow. Sending your solar plexus love. Remembering this is where we digest life. This is where we digest food. This is where we transform ourselves. It comes right here. And we talked yesterday about how the shadow side of Manipura Chakra is anger, right? Hugging those knees into the chest, rock it out. Rolling feet on the ankles, rolling the head on the neck, rolling the knees, swimming around here. And it's understandable, isn't it? When we're not able to claim our power, when we're not able to live in our truth, live who we truly are, of course it's going to make us angry. Of course, that's upsetting, because there's nothing that Atman, our soul, Jiva, our soul wants more than to express its truth. Windshield wiper those knees back and forth. So yeah, it's going to make us angry when our power is taken from us or when we give our power away. Windshield wiper those knees back and forth. So yeah, it's going to make us angry when our power is taken from us or when we give our power away. Breathing here as we twist it open. Inhale the knees up. Exhale down, other way. Inhale those knees up. Let me check our time. Oh my goodness. You're like, Laura, what the heck, man? Where's our Shavasana? All right, so if there's one last pose that would feel lovely for you to do in Shavasana, go ahead and do that. And otherwise, just allow yourself to melt down. Palms are up. We'll do Shavasana, and then we'll chat for a second, and then we'll meditate or journal. So just allow yourself now to just melt down, feeling into the body, feeling into this sense of wellness, how you've really lit up manipura chakra, knowing that that energy will then be transferred into the other chakras. And just relax and release down into your Shavasana. Feet flop open, palms are up. And for a few breaths, just really allow yourself to see yourself powerful in the way that speaks to your heart, that speaks to who you are, powerful. And then just allow yourself to just melt down, release down, relax down. So Rumi writes, don't be satisfied with stories, how things have gone with others. Unfold your own myth. And Rumi also writes, know that one day your pain will become your cure. And he counsels us to be patient where you sit in the dark. The dawn is coming. Stop acting so small. You are the universe in ecstatic motion. It is your road and yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you. So this is about this whole process about connecting with our power. It's about us figuring out how to walk our own road. Walk the road that we truly belong on. So as you're ready, bringing movement back to the body, wiggling fingers and toes, rolling the hands on the wrists, rolling the feet on the ankles, roll the head on the neck. And then roll over onto the right side, cradling the heart. And gently press yourself up into an easy seat. Let's ram out together. It's a nice big inhale. And you can take your Matangi mudra, middle fingers together, wrap the other fingers. Let's take a nice big inhale, really bring the base of the wrists right at the solar plexus. Nice big inhale. We're going to